already standing up. That's good. Sammy Wyatt will speak next.
Wow. I want to thank everyone for allowing me the opportunity to come down and speak to this assembly. It's very important to me. I love Bossier City with all my heart. I'm telling you, it's the best place I've ever lived in my life. I came to Bossier City after serving in the United States Navy. I was discharged in 1991. I served on the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office for a little over a year, and a good friend of mine who's here tonight is a retired captain from the Shreveport Police Department, Bossier City's first public information officer, Mr. John Brand. Just stand up for me, John. He was Bossier City's first public information officer, and he told me, if you're going to work in law enforcement, you ought to come to Bossier City. And here I am, and that's the best move I have ever made in my life. I had the honor of serving on the Bossier City Police Department almost 17 years. And during that time, I had the privilege of serving in patrol, criminal investigations, supervisor over special investigations, supervisor over patrol, crime stoppers, fill in as public information officer. But the best time that I had ever served with the Bossier City Police Department is I served almost 9 years serving in the Crimes Against Children unit. During that time, I investigated 1,311 cases of crimes against children. That's not including all the runaways and the ungoverables and stuff. That's including the crimes against children such as physical abuse, sexual abuse, solicitation of children, the worst thing you can think of, the homicides, suicides. And I worked several cases. Unfortunately, 3 come to mind of suicides of children who belong to the South Bossier community. They were members of the Bel Air Baptist Church. And as heart-wrenching as that is, you know, people ask me, how do you do that? How can you do that? Because somebody has to do it. Somebody has to protect these children. Somebody has to serve these children. When these children are being solicited by these sexual predators online, or they're being molested in their homes, or they're being abused by family members, somebody has to protect them. It's like I told everybody, my motto is protecting those who cannot protect themselves. I used to have it on my wall at the Bossier City Police Department. Because a child cannot protect themselves, and neither can an elderly person. And I want to be that one to protect them. With the Bossier City Marshal's Office, that we have the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, which I am well versed with. Been there, done that, and I'm proud of it. And I wish, and I hope, and I pray that I will be elected to continue to fight these internet pedophiles. The Internet Crimes Task Force, you hear a lot of mention about it. It is made up of several different agencies from the local area. DeSoto Parish Sheriff's Office, Red River Parish Sheriff's Office as needed, the Caddo Parish Sheriff's, Bossier City Police Department, the DeSoto Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office. Many different agencies serve on that. That is the purpose of a task force, so you can serve the general public of a big area. And wherever that pedophile is living, that's whose case it is. That's how we have the jurisdiction to attack these pedophiles, to get them off of our streets. If it occurs in Caddo Parish, the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office is in charge. If it occurs in Bossier City, the Bossier City Police Department's in charge. That's how we have our jurisdiction. The FBI is part of it. The Homeland Security agents are part of it. And here's the best part on top of protecting our children. The Internet Crimes Task Force is funded 80% by FBI grant. The cost to the Bossier City citizens is very minimal, very minimal. Matter of fact, the main cost that the Bossier City provides is only for those computers. If we can provide computers and the FBI task force can provide 80% of the grant to fund that task force, then I'm all for it. I've also spoken with many different agencies currently who have offered to pay their part of that other 20%. So Bossier City still wouldn't have that cost. They are eager to help us pay for that service. And it's a service to the whole community. I have a motto, and it's not an old motto, it's not mine, but it's one that serves fitting. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Johnny Wyatt had one of the best marshal's offices that I have ever seen. I was privileged and honored to call Johnny Wyatt my friend. We're not related, but we are friends. You know, we had many events together. He started as a Bossier City Marshal in 1991. I started on the Bossier City Police Department in 1993. We basically came up together through law enforcement. Unfortunately, in 2009, I left the Bossier City Police Department, and I left for the betterment of my family. And I accepted a position with Chesapeake Energy. I'm over their security and ethics department for the state of Louisiana and East Texas. The only reason I left was my wife had been laid off many months before. And due to today's economic situation, it took 35% income out of my family. I was not working part-time jobs at the time, but I was providing for my children and my wife. We have 3 children. 2 of my oldest children go to Airline High School. 1 graduates this year, and my youngest goes to Stockwell Elementary. But he thinks he's graduating this year. So I had a decision to make. We lost 35% of my income out of my home. It was either downsize and sell my home that my family loved, that we lived in for many years, or go ahead and accept a position with Chesapeake. I have a master's degree in business administration from Centenary College. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from LSUS and an associate's degree in criminal justice from Bossier Parish Community College. Those degrees and my experience is what made Chesapeake want me. I love Bossier. That's why I'm trying to come back. I've had the privilege and the honor of serving here for 17 years. Also, while I was on the police department, in 2006, many of my fellow officers came to me and asked me to run for the Louisiana Municipal Police Employees Retirement System. If you know, that's one retirement system that has been plagued with problems over the years. It's a retirement system that sponsors and takes care of 10,000 active and retired police officers. At the time that I resigned from the board, which was in 2009, we were 91% self-funded. That is a great opportunity. However, 91% self-funded was still not good enough. Now, due to the economic crisis, it's less than that. But that is a $1.7 billion fund that I've had to manage, that I've had to budget, that I've had to review budgets, line item budgets. I want to know everything that's going on. What's going on with it? Where's it going? What's our percentage? What's our rate of return? What's our income? That's what's important for our retirees in today's society and any society. So I have the opportunity to take over the Bossier City Marshal's office and lead the Bossier City Marshal's office into the future. Johnny Wyatt, my hat goes off to him. I cannot speak highly enough about him. He was able to take something when he took over as Bossier City Marshal that was really kind of lacking as a law enforcement agency, and he stepped up, and in an 18-year period, he developed that Marshal's office into a great establishment who represents Bossier City very well. The Internet Crimes Task Force is a major aspect of that Bossier City Marshal's office. I would hate to know, because I know there are some people who do not believe that the Internet Crimes Task Force belongs to the Marshal's office. If there was another agency in our area who was doing the same service, maybe so, but there's not. Johnny Wyatt developed this Marshal's office in that Internet Crimes Task Force, and we're the only agency made up of a task force of all these other officers who represent and do that task force. We protect our children. We protect our community. Bossier City does have the low crime rate. We have that because of people like Johnny Wyatt. We have that because of people who have served on the Bossier City Police Department. The people who get out here day and night, hours at a time, work part-time jobs, work all hours, just trying to provide the best service for their families and for the community. I was part of that team, and I'm proud of it. The Bossier City Police Department will always be my home. The Bossier City Marshal's office, I know I have much respect for Mr. Austin, as everybody knows. And, you know, several of the officers have also come to me and wished me well and really want me to win as well. They're in a tight spot. I mean, they got people they really respect, and thank God for that, because now we have a decision, we have a choice, and we can lead. You know, the public get to pick who they would like. The Marshal's office is made up of fantastic people who are very well qualified, have an outstanding position. I will keep every one of them, and they all know that. I have even asked Deputy Chief Rick Ware to continue on. You know, they are great guys. They are well educated, well trained, and I want them. So on April 2nd, I'm asking you for your support, and I'm asking for the honor and the privilege to serve you as Bossier City Marshal. And please consider me. Thank you.